Okay, so you have nowhere to go.
Nowhere. Nobody.
What are they telling you?
They're not
Like your
telling me anything.
counselors or anything? Nobody's asking you
No.
nothing?
No. They just said you got to be gone within 3 days.
Okay, so you get your duffel bag and pack your stuff. What's your next step?
Probably a shelter.
A shelter. Okay, so you have
received additional information that we have to arrange travel for all of our students for Monday. So there's a process, there is a checklist, and we're going to do everything that we're supposed to do to make sure that you have everything that you need in safe travel back to your home. If you don't have a home, the counselors will be your point of contact. You need to notify them that you are homeless, because we have to then find other arrangements for those students that don't have a place to go.
okay, so you have nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Right. So for people that don't know what's going on, not only Trump is cutting all type of different funding to save money so he can spend it on the military. For people that don't know, all this budget cutting and all this funding and bills, all this stuff is so they can spend more money on the military. The money not coming to you. You feel me? You thinking groceries, gas gonna go down because of Trump? That's not gonna happen. You feel me? If groceries and gas go down, it's gonna be because of the government, the Congress. That's what they wanted. It ain't gonna be because of Trump specifically. You feel me? So what's going on now is he cut the budget for Job Corps to when they closing down. I think they said all of them. If I ain't mistaken,
Yeah.
I think it's every Job Corps and then Job Corps is, for if people don't know what Job Corps is, it's like the last chance for like an at-risk youth to bounce back from the choices he made, from the bad decisions he made, or the family he grew up in, or lack of family he ever had. So now, 16 to 24 years old, you got a chance. You can go there. You can live there for free. They pay you every week or something like that. Yeah, they pay you every week, and you get your GED, high school diploma, and you get a trade. So now you can go out into the workforce and get you a job. And when you graduate, they give you a check for like $2,000, so you can just so you can start off. Maybe you might have to get you an apartment, so you can, then you can, look for some jobs while you got somewhere to stay. And Trump just got rid of that. He just canceled it. And now all these kids in there, they didn't get a trade yet. They didn't graduate yet. Now they all got to go home. Because it's not somewhere you live forever. It's just until you get the trade or the high school diploma. So all these kids that got to leave, basically they leaving without what they went there for.
And it's like if I could add to that, I think I read an article where Job Corps was even paid up through next year.
Right.
But they shut them all down and getting everybody out this year, even though they paid up for a whole nother year.
Right. Hell yeah, man.
And that's crazy, sir, too, because like I told you the other day, I went to Job Corps.
It's a lot of people that you don't know that probably went to Job Corps and they did it, but a lot of people they went there to get their high school diploma. They end up
getting my GED,
right, or GED, and they got a trade. You feel me? And now they working in that trade. Like, hold on, what the captain say? They homeless, they sold, and they are in the middle. Right. That's a fact. They homeless. Like a lot of kids that be homeless. You feel me? On the weekends when you go home to your family, they ain't got nowhere to go. On the Christmas break and the summer break, when you go home with your family, they sitting there at the Job Corps still.
Right.
You feel me? They there. That stay home. You feel me? Like real talk. And he basically just told all them to get up out of there. Then the lady said, if you homeless, let us know. We got to make arrangements. You know what the arrangements is? A fucking shelter.
A homeless shelter.
A homeless shelter, which don't nobody want to be in. A motherfucker rather sleep on the floor at their cousin crib than be in a homeless shelter.
And if I could, one of the main places where SA and stuff like that happens is at a homeless shelter.
In a homeless shelter, right? Yep. So the last chance, you feel me? That at-risk youth have, people that's homeless, people that don't have families, people that grew up in drug-infested neighborhoods. You know, the last chance they had to try to get some hope, you know, that they could be something in this wicked ass place. He just took it away, so he can spend the money on the military, so he can get more jets and bombs and nukes, because Putin is coming for him. You feel me?
Yeah, it'd be different if they sent them to college. You know what I'm saying? But they sending them just back to where they come, just so.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And
So-
it seems like they just doing that so because they know they're gonna have.
And then
more-
you
more-
know it's like a
more-
job. It's
more
like at
days.
least two. It's like at least 2 job corps in every state. Every state got at least like 2 or 3. You feel me? And so that's a lot of kids that's gonna be just like, damn, what I do now? Oh, I gotta turn to crime. I'm
I
going
gotta
back
go
on the
sell
block.
drugs.
Oh wait, I'm going back on the block with phone them. So now I'm on the block with phone them. Shit, I'm out here with them. I'm getting it how I live. I tried to do the right thing. I tried to go by what the system said, and then they failed me. So now that's all I got.
God.
You know who giving them drugs? The same people that kicked them out of Job Corps. The same people that kicked them out is giving them the drugs and saying sell it and then putting them in jail. Like the white man is the devil. Like real talk.
And that's a fact. And it's like that's just what I was finna say. You know what I'm saying? They went to Job Corps to get away from the crime life and just to be able to get kicked out, just to go right back into it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the state saying, instead of I'm gonna pay you to better your life, I'm gonna send you back into the world so we can fuck up your life, and now we can put you in prison.
And then they about to spend $1 billion on a new jail in DC. You feel me?
Just so
They
the
got
kids
the money to do that.
left out of Job Corps in DC can now go to the penitentiary.
And all the kids in Maryland now get to go to jail in DC.
Instead of
That's
Job
their new
Corps.
home, the prison.
That's correct.
That's their new home. He kicking them out of Job Corps so he can send their ass to jail. Because now he know they starving, so they probably gonna turn to crime, just like white people did. That's what they did. When white people were starving, the Jewish mob, the Irish mob, you feel me? The Italian mob.
Yeah, instead of giving
That's
them
what
jobs
did.
like they did
turned
all
to
them.
crime.
Yeah, instead of giving them jobs like they did all the Jewish, the Irish, and the Italian, all them folks, they gave them jobs, but they didn't give them black or Hispanics jobs. They gave them drugs so they can.
No, they sent us to jail.
Right.
They said, no, y'all don't need jobs. Y'all need to go to jail. You know, the 13th Amendment says if you commit a crime, you're now a slave.
You know, a slave, right?
Oh yeah, you know, you don't need a job. You need to go to jail. What are you doing wanting a job?
Because you still are slave, right?
Right. You need to go to jail. What are you talking about? You need to be a doctor or a lawyer or electrician. You need to go to jail.
Because a lot of CNAs, nurses, cooks, construction workers, plumbers, electricians, all that came from trades they learned in Job Corps.
Yeah, trade schools, but they cut, you know, and then, you know, in Chicago,
they cut them out of high schools too.
We had a lot of trade high schools to where you had to pick a major. They got rid of that in Chicago. It's only 2 high schools
everywhere
in Chicago like that. Where you
like I said, they did that everywhere. They did the same thing in Kentucky too.
Yeah, because they want you to go to jail.
By the time I got to high school, there was no more trades in high school. And that was
to go to jail.
That was 2000. That was the year 2000. Actually, 99, like 99, 2000. So I got to show my age right there. But that's all right.
You ever seen that movie?
There was no more trades at that time.
You ever seen that movie Cooley High? Cooley High. That's based off a school in Chicago. It's called Dunbar now, but it's a trade. It was a trade high school. They took it away. Like real talk. They took
I didn't know that was a school in Chicago, but I have seen that movie though. They did that everywhere, Star Slockett. They did that. That wasn't just Chicago. They did that everywhere. Because by the time I got to high school, there was no more trades in high school. Yeah,
man. They got rid of that because they knew that was really where the money was at. You feel me? They swindling you, telling you to go to college.
Go to college.
And then you going to college for something that don't even make no money.
And then you get in $100,000 debt. You know what I'm saying?
And then you leave out of college and you be like, yeah, I got this degree in this, and whole time that degree don't make no money.
And you know what's crazy? Cause my both my brothers and my mother, I owe retarded amounts in college loans, and don't none of them motherfuckers work in the fields that they went to college for.
Right. Most people. I know a couple people graduated top of their class and they don't do what they went there for. And they still got to pay the loan back though.
And they still got to pay that shit back. Hell
They
yeah.
working regular jobs and stuff like that. But if I could, let's get up out of here. Go to Proverbs 28 and 27.
To make sure that you have everything that you need in safe travel back to your home. If you don't have a home, the counselors will, you need to notify.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 27. He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack.
Right. He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack. And this is a scripture trying to teach you people with money what to do with your goddamn money. You feel me? You sitting here with all this money, you ain't gonna never be able to spend it. You know, America is been in debt for a long time. A long time.
That's what,
They in
the
billions
90s?
of dollars of debt. Do you know who they in debt to?
China?
No, they not. A lot of people think that though. A lot of people think that America is in debt to Russia or China or Brazil. They in debt to the National Reserve. They in debt to their damn selves. They owe themselves. You feel me? So that's letting you know that America
printing money,
use any amount of money they want to fix any amount of problems they have to, and they keep choosing to just focus on the military. They could have been fixed up the neighborhoods, been gave out millions of dollars worth of grants and loans for people to start businesses and stuff like that. They will not do it because they need somebody to be poor so they can stay rich. They don't want everybody to be wealthy and middle class. They need somebody to be poor that's just going to work meaningless jobs and want to go into the military so they can, pay for their life. Because the majority of people that's in the army is there for a check. They're not there because they really care about their goddamn country. Like real talk.
Hey, Consta, if I could select it, that's capitalism.
Right.
That's what capitalism is. For some people to stay rich, other people got to be poor. There is no middle class.
Yeah, it ain't. Not no more. Ain't no middle class no more. You either rich or you poor.
Yeah. The middle of the verse. But he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse.
Right, but he that hideth his eyes from the poor, you're going to be cursed. You're going to be cursed. You feel me? You're going to have to spend that money one way or another. Look what Trump just had to do. He had to go through he needed Elon Musk to help him. He needed a car salesman, a junkie too. He's a crackhead. He needed a crackhead car salesman. See, that's what I call him. I don't give a damn how much money he worth. He's a crackhead.
Facts.
He's a junkie. And Trump needed a junkie to help him cut budgets because they needed to find some money hiding somewhere to build up this military because they cursed. Because they know war is coming. Because they know their lifestyles is about to change. You feel me? They know that death is on the horizon because they never cared about the poor.
God.
They never
And if
cared
I
about
can add, if I can add to that, the war that's coming, it don't matter how much money they cut, how much money they save, or how much money they spend. Ain't nothing stopping this war from that's coming.
It's nothing stopping it. It's what they say is inevitable.
Inevitable.
Or what they say about the Native Indians is manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny, Kawakai.
It's manifest destiny that the white man be put to death and his country get brought down to the ground. It's only right that it happened. But that's in this right podcast. You feel me? Tune in every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Yahweh Shimi Abba Shai, Rabbi Thumb. Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shimi Abba Shai.